Well, before I did this video, I was like, talking to Greg, and I was like, you know what's crazy? Like, we got pretty vulnerable this week. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, dude, you looked angry. Like, I was literally word for word. I was like, yo, I felt like when I was watching that video, I was like, I felt like, are we about to fight somebody? Like, what the, you know what I mean? Like, I was getting ready to go. And I was like, this is a teaching moment. So here's the thing, guys. So this is the craziest thing ever. So remember when I say this, okay? You only have a certain amount of time and energy in your life. And when it's gone, you can't get it back. So you gotta really be careful of what and how you spend your time and energy. Yesterday morning, I put out a video. Basically, a kid sent me a response that Chef Rush responded to. Wow. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. This dude's, got this, big of a following, whatever. And we just did a video and this is how this dude's acting. So I was like, I put it up. I'm like, and you guys probably saw it on my Instagram. And I put it there and left it like that. Did one thing. I'm like, look at this video. Look at this is how he represents himself. This and that. Left it there and went on. And then all of a sudden I saw there's a post up and I was like, you see the post? I'm like, no. I'm like, check the post. And I'm like, oh, shoot. I'm like, really? I'm like, okay, whatever. And I read the post and I'm like, here we go again. If I stand up for a white person, I'm an Uncle Tom. Or if it's racial, I'm somehow mixed in it for whatever. And I look at my phone and I'm talking to my brother and Chef Rush is in my messages. He basically is like, I'll challenge you to whatever. And I'm like, you know what? Cool, Chef. Why don't, you know what? Let's do a challenge of, 2,222 push-ups. And I'm like, I know I'm gonna fail. I've never done it before. I'm not trying to do it, whatever. And then while we're at it, explain how you eat, whatever. He responded. And you know what? And I was like, you know what? F this. I was like, understood why he was frustrated. Like, I understand where the frustration came from. Right away, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna message Rush. So I messaged him and I'm like, look, I'm gonna send you video messages so nothing gets lost in translation. And I send a message and I'm like, look, you know what? I didn't know that this person called you this. And for the most part, I didn't know. And I should have posted that. So, you know what? Honestly, I see my part in kind of fueling the fire and that kind of thing that I don't want to happen. And I knew that in some point it is causing a little bit of it is causing drama. It is, as much as I'm trying to raise something in a sense, I caused drama. You know what I'm saying? It was something that I can say that I did, honestly, purpose. I'm saying what I did. And I was like, you know what, Chef, I understand that. And I said to him, this is why I did the video, because he basically voiced his frustrations as to what my part was involved in me posting what I posted about his response to some kid. So I said to him, and this was said in the video, I did the video based on the Men's Health, article on you. I'm a nutritionist and a strength and conditioning coach, and I found a lot of information far-fetched. I'm like, whether you said it or not, whether you edited it or not, my video is done based on what Men's Health was putting out, period. If you look at my video, I say, stop watching what Men's Health puts out, right? So, and I even say in the video that I did, he's probably not what he's actually doing or whatever it is. I said, that's what I said in the video. And I'm like, and I said to him, whether that's how you do your diet or not, I was doing my video based on what Men's Health said that you did. And then I said the reason why I posted what I posted on my Instagram, and here's the reason why. I posted my stories because I thought a person like you at your stature, at your height of fame, or what we know who the guy is a pinnacle up there. I'm like, why would you respond to someone like that way? I'm like, I've had people call me the N-word enough times and I literally duck and dodge. I don't care. To be honest and be serious, when you try to take your life at one point, you really can't say much to somebody at all. It's almost like, when Eminem comes in, does his thing and already says everything bad about himself already, and you're like, you say something, it's like, I've already said it already. For me, it's like that to me. It's like, I'm at the point now where it's like, that's how you feel, okay, cool. So you wanna call me Uncle Tom or Nig or whatever, or that, is like, sure, it's not bothering me at all. So for me, that's how I kind of think that for other people who have a bigger following, they're probably like that. For me, that's how I think in my head. So that's what I said to him. I just thought that, why would you respond to something like that? And he's like, he did say that his admin did post some stuff, and I was like, cool. And we talked, and we literally were sending back video messages that were positive as F. Literally, I was like, yo, Chef is a cool ass dude. I'm like, listen, I was even yo, dude, I'll do it. Like, listen, I got no problem admitting when I can't do anything at all. If you do the 2,222 push-ups, I'll do it. I'll fail miserably, but I think it'd be cool to do anyway. You know, why not? You know what I'm saying? And we're talking this, and then in the video, I'm like, listen, I'm like, yo, Greg is my boy, man. And like, Greg is my best friend. And Greg is the furthest person from racist. And we know that and this is the video I sent him. And we know, and like, we both know he's not racist. And I know he's not racist. And to have that kind of up there, that's like, you know, it's not right. I don't want to create or have, I'm like, the reason why I'm pulling my video down and just in my post is because I don't want to continue to let that fester or create, because you know that's gonna happen. Regardless if I'm doing something and saying something to another black male, it's gonna cause drama, whatever, that is not necessary. So I was like, yo, I can admit when I did it. So I'm taking mine down. And he's like, you know what, man, you don't have to take it down, but I appreciate that, whatever. And I'm like, yo, that's what I feel. And I said, you know, and I left off with like, yo, appreciate, like, you're cool, this and that, you know, let's stay in touch. And that was that. And then Greg's video went up, and I didn't realize that up until when Greg posted his video that, you know, sorry, that post was still there. And I didn't, you know, I was like, shoot, I'm like, oh, why he's still, so I'm thinking, you know, yo, Chef probably see it, like, and dude, when I was talking to Chef, he was on his way, like I was trying to call him at one point, video call him, like, and he didn't know how to use it, so I was like, I'll just video message you. And he's like, yo, I'm traveling to X, you know, so I was like, okay, no big deal. And when he got to X, he messaged me back. So I knew he was busy. And this was like yesterday. My last message to him was probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 o'clock, I think, maybe at night. Here's the thing, when I'm seeing what Greg posted, and I'm like, like, it got to that point because I see how angry, how truly angry Greg was. And that's not, there's no, like, if you look at that video and look in Greg's eyes say a lot. And that's for everybody. The eyes are the windows to your soul. And I was looking, that's the first thing I seen, because I know Greg too. I know Greg personally, he's my best friend. And he truly bothered. Some of y'all will be like, oh yeah, why you guys bail the budget? Nah, man, the guy is not racist at all. The guy was there for me when he didn't have to. He did not have to be there for me. He could have kicked me out of his place when I couldn't afford to pay him rent. Yo, and gave me opportunities to help. You understand that? Like, you know, I never had anything that he needed. So for him to do that, and then, you know, that speaks volumes to me at all. So I owe him so much for that, and I've always been there for him for that. And we went through some stuff together that, you know, like only like 2 people go through with that, you know, being that close, like an actual like brother. You know what I'm saying? When you know somebody has like an actual brother, you're like, you know, it's like racist? No. No, like not even close. Like, so I don't want to have this, like, I don't want this thing to fester and us have this battle of oh, because you know the stories that happen. What's gonna go on? I was like, oh, it's just, you know, all ever since BLM now, black people just be claiming the N-word, and then you're like, you know, then someone's gotta be like, oh, this other black guy just, you know, sticking up for a white guy. Then it's like, oh, white people are racist. And you're like, and I've been in this same stupid whirlwind my entire life. And it has nothing to do with the actual people ever involved. It's always the background noise that they don't give a shit. They're just there to cause and create shit. Ooh, drama. Racism? Can't get over that side. Remember about the BLM stuff this year? Oh, let's say all this. Let's say my opinions on this. And how divided and racist we've been this entire year. I just did a video the other day of how we need to take, you know, mental health serious, and how some people just, you know, say things to make people not really believe or totally understand mental health. And the same comes with racism. The same shit. The same shit. Don't talk about racism. You want to get rid of racism? You don't talk about it. That's how you get rated. That's how you get. No, you talk about it. So you can understand it. So you can understand the difference between someone having an opinion or someone being a racist. You might have different opinions than me, but I still like you. Why is it gotta be everything else? Why we gotta paint it black and white? Just like, why? Like, I'm sick of it. I'm getting sick and tired of it. I was like, let's do this intelligent movement. Like, fuck black and white. all this shit. Like, so when you're talking about racism and like, I can't accept you because the way you look. Oh, you're gay. Oh, you're trans. Oh, you're crippled. Oh, you're weak. Like, if you're one of those kind of people, you're unintelligent and you fucking move over there. And we don't care anymore. We just don't give a shit. We don't worry about them. We don't get bent out of shape. We don't even respond anymore. We just sit there and we're like, what's the rule? They don't exist. Thank you. Thank you. Chef Rush isn't racist. Greg isn't racist. I am not racist. I don't hate Chef Rush. Chef Rush doesn't hate Greg. Greg doesn't hate Chef Rush. I'm chalking it up on Chef Rush. Admin blew it. Fire him. Fire your admin, chef. And this doesn't mean for you to sit and say, oh yeah, because you know racism don't exist. It does exist. It does. It does exist. Okay? It exists. Understand that. Stop avoiding it. It exists. But it doesn't mean you have to partake. It doesn't mean it has to be you. Evil exists. It doesn't mean we have to ignore it. We acknowledge it. We don't partake in it. So that's simple. It's that simple.